Hi, my name is Kane Robinson. Next year I will be attending Texarkana College to become a major in computer science.
Well, I'm Caden Thompson. I will be attending Texas Tech University in Lubbock, and I will be majoring in business. And my career plan, I plan on going into construction management and having my own company. That way I can build places to lease out to companies like Schlotzsky's and all that, and just become a professional guy.
My name is Jordan Hines, and I will be attending the Culinary Institute of America in San Antonio, Texas, and going to major in becoming a chef.
My name is Ashley Glacia. I'm going to the University of Central Arkansas. Go Bears! I plan on majoring in kinesiology and becoming an occupational therapist.
My name is Brittany Wall. I plan on attending Texarkana College in the fall to pursue the career in information technology, and after that, I plan on going to the Air Force.
My name is Anthony Del Giorno. I'm going to Texas A&M University, Texarkana, and I'll be majoring in business administration.
Hi, I'm Colton. I plan on going to Henderson State University, majoring in history with the intention of becoming a history professor.
My name is Ashley McKinney. I'm going to go to college at UT at Dallas for game development, and I hope that will get me to work at Square Enix one day to produce video games of it.
My name is Harley Brazil. I plan to attend UCA to become an occupational therapist.
Hey, I'm Queen Deja, and I'll be going to the University of Alabama, majoring in criminal justice to be a federal forensic scientist.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Campbell. I will be attending Ouachita Baptist University and majoring in music performance.
I'm Tabari Barker, and I plan on attending the University of Arkansas and majoring in mechanical engineering.
I'm Brianna Jefferson, and I'm going to go to Henderson in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. My major is human services. I'm going to be a social worker.
My name is Mitchell Manuel. I'll be graduating this year. I'm going to the Marines, and my MOS or my job will be Marine Band.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bergen, and next year I'll be attending Henderson State University to be majoring in nursing.
What new song would I pick as the PG fight song? Oh, it's gotta be Darude Sandstorm for sure. It's a classic.
My favorite musical term is retardando. I don't think that needs explanation.
My favorite marching show was definitely Hawk Band because it was composed of songs I actually knew.
If I could play any instrument, I'd play the tuba.
My favorite memory from middle school band is whenever we were at our first big football game, and Guy Young was sitting in front of me, Daniel, and Jared. And Daniel was messing with Jared, and Jared tried to hit Daniel, and instead of hitting Daniel, he hit a stand, and the stand fell down, and it hit Guy Young's flute, and it flew across the stadium into her face.
If I could learn how to play any instrument, it would be the trumpet. It's a good sounding instrument, and it looks hard to play.
My favorite marching show has to be freshman year because it was so hard, and all those seniors were like kick butt, and it was an awesome show.
But if I really had to choose an instrument, it would probably have to be the clarinet, just for my best friend Deja. Just because I think she would like me more if I learned how to play it, and maybe she'd let me play on hers.
In the future, I hope to see the PG Band accomplish Gunner State because our class never got to, and I just want them to get those bands that everyone talks about after state.
My favorite marching show was Hawk Band because we played really fun music and it was enjoyable.
A funny story from high school band was my freshman year at All Region. I was getting ready to go in. I was warming up, I was playing warming up, and this girl came in from the side and she was like on the verge of tears. And she sits right down next to me and she's like frantically trying to put her stuff away. And she's like almost about to cry. So I thought I'd make her feel better. So I looked at her and I said, oh, it's all right. Like everybody thinks they did awful. You probably did great. And she looked right at me and like had like a few seconds of silence and just cried hysterically, looked right in my face and cried and just ran out the room. And I don't really know what I said. I don't know what I said wrong. She just cried.
My favorite concert music that I played would have to be my junior year at the All Region Clinic. We played Allegro, Barbaro. It was a piano arrangement by Bartok, and pretty much I liked it because all the percussion parts were really good. Normally in a concert band, percussionists, let's be honest, they fall asleep because the music is boring, but that piece of music, everyone had a great part, and it was just really fun to play.
My favorite marching show was the Day of Wrath. That was last year's show. I had a lot of fun with last year's show, even the costumes weren't that great for us, but it was fun because we always had Summer to crack us up before we performed, and the performance was always very, very intense, and everyone always loved it. I loved performing it.
And my favorite funny story from a band would probably be this summer when I moved here and drug Damon's long neck, giraffe neck, across the dirt in tug of war.
My advice to next year's seniors would be to just set a good example for the lower classmen coming up and pass off your music.
My advice for next year's seniors would have to be, there's two things that come to mind, and the first one is that senioritis is real and it hits you, and you might think that you have it now, you're like, oh, I don't even want to go to school, but like, no, it gets so much worse and it actually hits you. It's really hard to finish school, but you just have to keep going. And the second thing is, don't take environmental science. Just don't. Take my word for it. If you already have it on your schedule, just change it, okay? Don't take environmental science.
One of my favorite band memories is one time we were down by the football field rehearsing for a show when Thomas comes barreling down the stairs and immediately trips and falls and like rolls all the way down. He protects his trumpet the entire way down but ends up like with a gash all the way down his elbow. And then later on that year he was awarded most likely to fall down the stairs.
My favorite band memory was freshman year. We were practicing for a football game and the guard was practicing and we threw a toss-up. The flag goes up, it comes down, doesn't land in my hand at all, and it lands on my face. So I'm like feeling around my mouth or whatever. So I run to the bathroom in the band hall and I look in the mirror and my tooth is gone. I come down here again and I'm like crying because I have to still perform for the football game. And I still smiled through the whole show with a chipped tooth. That was one.
If I won the lottery for the band, I'd buy like 1,700 new tubas and then be a Ferrari because boom boom.
And then winter guard season came along. We did a toss again. The flag doesn't land in my hand. It chips my other tooth. And it was like so embarrassing because I had to go like a week without talking. And when most of y'all know that I like talking, so it was pretty hard for me.
What will I do with my musical talents in the future? Well, I intend to keep playing guitar and singing in college and maybe make my way making money that way. But I might join the Texas Tech band at some point in my future. So I have that going for me.
My favorite funny story in high school. It was sophomore year and we were just about to perform at the football game. And the color guard was practicing outside of the band hall under the big tree. And we were practicing tosses on our flags, and so, you know, I went for a toss and it didn't come down. So I was like, where'd it go? So I look up, stuck in a tree, completely like wrapped around a branch and everything. I was freaking out because I didn't know how I was gonna get it down. And we were about to go on and perform. So I saw these cheerleaders that were just, you know, casually walking by, and I was like, can you please get in a stunt and try and get my flag down? And they were like, okay, yeah. And so they got in a stunt and it never came down. But so they pulled it down. They like yanked it. And okay, you need to stop it right there, and then I need to restart what I was gonna say. And they couldn't reach it at first, but then they finally got it and they yanked it down. And so when I got the flag, I was like, okay, it looks fine. And then I looked at it again and there was this huge rip on the entire silk. And so whenever we performed, you could tell who I was because I was the one with the ripped silk, and it was just crazy.
My favorite marching show that we've ever done was called Hawk Band in my sophomore year. And we played a lot of great songs that everyone knew and loved, and so everybody got to enjoy it.
The instrument I would like to play the most is the tuba. I know it's kind of weird, but I honestly, like in high school, I wanted to switch to tuba instead of percussion because it just seemed awesome.
A memory I have from beginning band was there was one day where Mr. Lawson let us pick the song that we wanted to play out of the book, and right before we were about to play the song that I picked, I pinched my finger in my slide and it started bleeding. So I had to go to the bathroom and clean it up and didn't get to play the song I picked, and I was kind of upset.
I'd like to learn the French horn because it sounds really pretty, but it looks really hard. And plus, I'm sure I'd be really bad at it.
Favorite memory from band when I was in 9th or 10th grade year would have to be when we went, all the band members, all the guys, we went to McDonald's and we bought like over 100 chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and they had me go up there and just order it, and then they all hid behind the wall, and then the ladies' eyes were like, "You gonna eat all these?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm about to eat all these." And so I got the chicken nuggets, and we acted like I ate them all, but my friends were hiding behind the wall and they ate it all. And I walked back to the trash and poured all the like 10 to 12 cases of empty boxes in, and the lady was like, "Man, you're gonna get diabetes." So that was the funniest moment.
My favorite marching show had to be freshman year, just because we had Mr. Lawson and he was a very good director, and the show was just really hard to do, and we were 1 point away from going to state with that show.
What is my favorite memory from high school band? That has to be my boy Jesse Jenkins. We were all in the percussion room during instrumental ensemble, and Judd and I were just messing around, and we were playing on Jesse's drum, and we were bouncing sticks across to each other. A really stupid idea. And I bounced it a little bit too hard, and the stick broke the drum head. And I hid about it, and no one ever found out until about 5 hours later, right before the game at Pittsburgh was about to start. And let's just say I got an ugly talking to. So don't hide about things that you break in the band hall. It's important.
My favorite marching show was Contagions, just because I like the music the best.
The event from 9th or 10th grade that stands out was my freshman year when we had to move those stupid mirror poster things around for, I think it was like 1 or 2 8 counts maybe, but they got like all the clarinets who were like the smallest people, and we had to pull these giant things around and they didn't even work half the time. It was so frustrating, but I will never forget that.
My favorite memory from middle school band was the time that Mr. Grissom threw a stand at Daniel Womack because he wouldn't shut up. And Mr. Grissom had asked him to be quiet several times, and he just kept on talking. And then he threw a stand at Daniel because he could not still be quiet after all that. And then I think he separated him and Harley, I think. It was pretty funny.
My favorite marching show was choreography freshman year. I loved it because it was so well put together and everyone had tons of fun doing it.
So my favorite thing that happened in middle school band had to have been switching from the saxophone to the tuba, because now I'm the low brass.
I would like to learn to play the saxophone because it's a jazzy instrument and it's so easy. I'm kind of learning it now, but yeah.
In the future, I plan to squander my talents or play in a mariachi band.
If I had to pick a new fight song for Pleasant Grove, it would be Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine.
In the near future, I plan to use my musical talents in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Recently, I auditioned for the band and I got admitted into the band program, but I have another audition coming up for the Razorback Marching Drumline, so hopefully I get into that and I will always continue to play music throughout my life.
The instrument I would like to learn to play is the ocarina, because I play way too much Zelda.
Next year, I hope to see y'all accomplish going to state, because y'all are definitely well trained and well prepared to do it. Y'all just have to push forward, and all you seniors need to step up and really help show the underclassmen what it takes to get to state, because the PG name needs to be carried out by y'all, because us upperclassmen have carried that name out, and now it's y'all's turn.
Shout out to my color guard girls. I know y'all will do great next year, and I better see y'all kick some butt.
I need to give a shout out to my fellow Danks. that would be Danny Lasagna, Stephen Smith, and none other than Damon McCoy.
I'd like to give a shout out to the trumpet section and my homie Lucas, who helped me co-lead the section this year. Good luck next year, bro.
I want to give a shout out to my clarinets for making this year awesome. All the directors, especially Miss Gladden, for always wanting more clarinet sound and always noticing my Zelda shirts. And to my fellow seniors, we've made it this far and we're so close to the end. We're almost through it.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Ben and Allison for making this video because no one else would shout out to them.
Shout out to Iglesias and Mr. Wyndham, who's let me sit on his crusty truck.
I want to give a shout out to Allison, my homegirl, and then my freshmen Danielle and Erica, and Alyssa, and that's about it. Sorry if I didn't shout you out. I love you all.
Shout out to Sanjay. I hope you can keep it together next year. Go Hawks.
My shout out has to go to Deja, Harley, Steven, Madison, you're trash, Allison, Ben, and just everybody else that I talked to and are friends with. I love you guys.
Final words, senioritis is real. It's contagious. Just go with it. It's fine.
My final words are good luck next year and whip your ready state.
My final words. The past 4 years, this band has changed my life in so many ways. I've learned so many lessons. I've grown in so many aspects of percussion, and I'm gonna really miss it. But the thing I'm gonna miss the most is music theory. I would advise all seniors to take that class, even juniors, anyone, because you learn so many life lessons and you learn so much about music that you would never think you would learn before. And you listen to strange things such as My Rainbow Life, and don't ask, you will learn about it next year. But like I said, I'm really gonna miss this band program, and I really hope y'all make it to the state marching competition. That's something that I never got to do, and I wish I would have, but I encourage all of you guys to go home and practice over the summer. Practice your rudiments, because that's the base of everything, and I promise you y'all have success.
Final words. I'd like to thank all my fellow bandmates and the band directors for making this a great year for me, and I'm gonna be sad to leave. Psych, I'm out.
My final words are just be happy that you're in band, and remember that whenever you're in band, you're all supposed to be together, so make it be together. Yeah.
My final words for y'all is next year's seniors, make sure y'all go out with a bang, because y'all definitely can achieve anything that you set your mind to. You just have to work hard for it. And you really need to help the underclassmen, especially the freshmen next year, to help them understand everything that they need to know to be the best that they can be.
My final words are have fun with the dance next year.
Final words. I just want to thank all of you guys. I love every single one of you. Thank you all for making this year so easy on me. I could not have asked for a better group of band kids to lead. Just thank you, love you, and I'll miss you.
My final words to the band. I love every one of you. You're great. You're hilarious. You keep me going. You really do. And some advice for everybody. Take it seriously and do a good job. But at the same time, have fun and enjoy it, because band does not last long. And try not to take it so seriously, but still be professional, of course. But make sure that you enjoy every second.
My final words are thank you, PGHS band directors, Mr. Lawson, Ms. Sandage, Mr. Grissom, and Mr. Colquitt, Mr. Digby, and Miss Gladden, and Mr. Linda. Thank you guys for making me the player I am today and helping me through this journey. And for you future seniors, you got this. Don't give up.
Final words, I want to say thank you to all the band directors and thank you to my parents for always encouraging me and always supporting me. And to the next year's seniors, you don't know what to do when in doubt. Grab it out.
The final words would have to be, it all goes by a lot faster than you think it does. No matter what grade you're in, and even if you do think it might get really difficult sometimes, you can get through it and it will be gone before you even know it. But it all will be worth it in the end.
My final words are, I'll see you never, because I'll be in the Marines. And, you know, just do good, and at the end of pain is success, so just continue to push.
My final words are good luck to everybody next year. I hope you guys really do make it to state, since my senior class didn't get to. And I just really hope you guys excel and the saxophone section gets bigger and sounds a lot better than every other section.
My final words are, y'all better hit up state next year, and you know, y'all better wreck it out there.
Do I just do it?
Yes!
Okay.
You can cut that out.
My name's Brianna Jefferson, and I'm going to college at Henderson University College in Arkadelphia.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure my hair's right. Don't get me looking ugly.
I guess the recording's about. Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll cut it out.
Oh, this is actually really hard to do.
Let's see.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop recording.
Little bit of hair. Like that. You know, just come on.
Wait, what was that? Hibla?
I was reading those questions. You can go now.
Oh, I was waiting for his head nod. Oh, you just said. You're so fun.
Don't stop recording.
Look at all this crap on me.
This is my video, please be out of it.
Oh God.
Alright.
Sorry if I didn't shout you out. I love you all.
JK.
Food.
Don't crawl underneath trucks.